The first overall pick, of course, was Zion Williamson. And Zion now is eligible for a max extension. There's been talk back and forth. Tim, should the Pelicans max out Zion?
I mean, should is an interesting question because you look at him playing 85 games over the past 3 years and you go, well, how can you pay a guy a max extension when he's barely been on the court? The reason why is because you look at the situation the Pelicans are in, and they're in a small market. Zion is a huge talent, and really their only chance to get to contention with this group they have is for Zion Williamson to get back on the court and be an elite level player for them. So I would expect that at some point over the next few months, we'll see Zion and the Pelicans come to some sort of agreement along the lines of your pal Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers did a few years ago when after he had injuries early in his career, they set up a contract that had some injury protections in it. However, Zion is going to just want his money, and so that's going to probably lead to an interesting negotiation here.
Let me put on my lawyer hat here. Let's discuss the definition of the word max. Because David Griffin, the general manager of the Pelicans, said Zion Williamson is worth a maximum contract. Zion Williamson said, if I'm given a contract extension, I will sign it. So why aren't we talking about Zion Williamson signing today? Because the word max is a flexible term. I think the Pelicans are willing to give Zion a piece of paper that says $189 million on it. But when the fine print is read, they're not going to want to guarantee. I'm not even guessing. David Griffin has said on the record, we're not going to guarantee a full 5-year contract.
But isn't that a huge risk for New Orleans fans who are sitting there saying, if you let Zion go, a possible transcendent talent on the level of LeBron James when he was coming out of school, we will go crazy.
Now let's negotiate the term let him go. He is under contract for next year, and then he is restricted. If you're Zion Williamson, though, you know that if you were to not sign for this year and you go into the market next year, you know there will be numerous teams that will give you a contract with the word fully guaranteed in it. And so you question yourself if you're Zion, well, if they're not going to fully guarantee me, why should I risk? Why should I take on the risk? Why not just go play another good year and do it? But then you come back and say, well, you only played 85 games over 3 years. Why would you turn down what would probably be, they probably would be willing to guarantee 9 figures. They just won't be willing to guarantee the whole thing. So reasonable people should prevail here. And I expect, if nobody takes an extreme position, this to get done. But this is going to take some negotiation.
Well, to Brian's point, when you say numerous teams will line up with guaranteed max offers, that is if Zion Williamson was actually on the court, right? This comes back to something.
I think anyway.
Well, maybe, but if he misses an entire season again with injury, I mean, we spent a lot of time this week talking about Ben Simmons, about Kyrie Irving, about Zion Williamson, all guys who have not been on the court. It would be nice to see all of them on the court, including Zion, who is an incredible talent to watch. But again, he needs to get on the court. Well, and that is, again, this is what the negotiation is about.
To your point, Zion wanted to show you that he's on the court because meanwhile on planet Earth, here is Zion on the court showing what he can do. Watch. Just dunking on kids. Now, they, I guess, are maybe teenagers, but look at what he can do.
Okay, so I'm going to stop. So the one time I've seen Zion Williamson on a court this year was in the NBA 75 commercial when he did a dunk and broke the rim, and that was it. So I've now seen him dunk twice like that.
There was videos of him earlier than that.
Yeah, and you can extrapolate, this is what he's going to do in the NBA, right?
Yes, he's going to walk in and just calmly dunk the ball with no competition around it. Yes, that's what's going to happen. I would really just like to see Zion Williamson, in all seriousness, be on the court.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.